Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is um, today was a crazy day actually, and where do I begin? So yeah, today's video was supposed to be like the actual introduction to this channel. Um, sorry if you are new here. I'm Jane. Hello and welcome to my vlog. So yeah, today I was supposed to make the introduction to my channel. That way, whenever I make new videos, I don't have to like make a long intro. Um, however, um, today we found out that Shadow, if you've, I know like more than half of the subscriber to this channel subscribe because of Shadow. Like from like years and years ago, there was a short video I uploaded of Shadow kneading on my back, and a lot of people subscribed because of that. And so essentially I'm making this video to it's like a digital diary document of um, maybe Shadow's last few months, hopefully. But yeah, so today, like I got home from work. Um, we were just chatting, and my husband, well, my daughter actually carried Shadow, and gave him to her dad. And my husband was like, petting him like normal, and he noticed that there was a bump on his left bottom jaw. And so we pretty much decided like, oh, maybe we should take him to ER, um, along with like other reasons as well. So it's been 2 days that he hasn't used his litter box for number two. Like, he's still peeing, he's still using his litter box to pee, but there's no poop in his litter box. And we've noticed like his food intake drastically decreased. So essentially he hasn't been eating for 2 days. So yeah, with that tumor, well, at that time we didn't know it was tumor. That lump, it's a hard lump on his left jaw. So yeah, we took him to emergency because the closest vet we have here, also the vet that we've been taking him, was closing. So we decided we're just gonna go to ER. So we went to the ER. We waited for a while because at that time there was only like 2 to 3 doctors available, and they had like they had to see patients that were like in critical condition. So we waited for a bit, couple of hours actually, and the vet tech came in. And sorry, I think one of our neighbors fighting, but hopefully you guys can't hear that in the background. um so yeah, the vet tech came in, took his vitals, and asked us, like the normal questions whenever you go to the vet. And we told him like his history. So with Shadow, he's got both of his hips. He's got arthritis on his both of his back legs, and I think almost 2 years now. We found out that he has renal failure. So he was on medication for that. It was the type of medication that's like you break the capsule and then you sprinkle the medication onto his food. That way he can digest it. And for his hips, we tried the injection. He had like 3 series of injection, but it didn't help him, so we stopped that one because it's really painful to inject the cat with that, and then it's not working. So obviously, what's the purpose of keep on giving him injection? So yeah, today we found out he had tumor after an X-ray. The vet tech and the veterinarian, they attempted to like check his jaw, like a visual inside, but Shadow started like hissing, probably because it was painful. Initially though, before we went to the ER, before we took him to the ER, when my husband was like pressing on his jaw, it didn't appear like it was painful to him. But when we got to the ER and the vet tech and the veterinarian tried checking him, yeah, he was not too happy about that. And so yeah, they had to put him on like medication, um, to make him like calm so they could, you know, do the X-ray. And when the X-ray result came out, the doctor came in and talked to us. And I remember asking the vet, I was like, is it possible for a tumor to grow so fast? And the vet said that yes, some of them can appear really, really fast, just depending on the type of tumor. Because the thing is with Shadow, that lump, we actually don't know how or when it started, because about 2 weeks ago he started drooling on one side, like the left side where the tumor is. He started drooling, and we didn't really take it like a kind of like an emergency thing, because one, he's old, he's 13 and a half years old. So we thought like, it's part of aging. And cats are really good when it comes to like hiding if they are unwell or they are sick, not feeling well or anything like that. They're pretty good at hiding it. So cat owners, we have to pay attention to that. um, and yeah, so he's been drooling for 2 weeks now. And at first we thought it was like because on his bottom, like bottom mouth, he's got like dried food on there. So we like, you normally just brush that. And a couple of days ago, my husband had to like cut the some of the fur because it started to like scab. But it wasn't like that. We didn't think it was that serious. So, and at that time we didn't notice that lump. So again, we just found out about that lump today, and we had to take him to the ER to check it. And yeah, so um, the vet told us that there are treatments. So one of the one that she mentioned was a what is it called? I'll put the text here. It's essentially they will remove the part of the jaw where the tumor is. Um, Now we looked it up, and it does say that if you go on that route, you get the surgery, the cat could live for like, this is not coming from the vet, this is coming from Dr. Google. The cat could live to like 11 months to 23 months, but they would be in, you'd have to put, what do you call a feeding tube. And sometimes, or I think it was majority of the time, like the end result after the surgery, the cats doesn't really recover to the point where they'll eat like normal again. So some of them end up staying on the feeding tube. And it's not really a healthy way to live, especially for cat. Um, so yeah, and we can't. It's not like on the doctor's note. The what is it called? NSAIDs medication is not really ideal because he's got a history of renal failure or renal issue. And it's still ongoing. Um, so that's not really the good route to go either. And radiation, it's it's on a bone. So yeah, and I think radiation even has like um 3 months to 5.5 months. So right now, they gave us medication, pain medication for Shadow, and hopefully he'll start eating again. So when we came home from the ER today, he's still high, like his pupils are still like full on dilated. The tech did inform us that it's gonna be like that, especially for the first 24 hours. Um, he's probably gonna look drunk or something like, yeah, because he's still on the medication. So yeah, and she gave the vet tech gave us like 4 days worth of the oral medication. It's a liquid medication that you gotta give the cat, and also gabapentin. I don't know which one is which, but we have to go to pharmacy to pick up more of the medication. They gave us a crap. What is it called? I can't even think. Words are not coming out right now. Um, yeah, it's not a receipt. I don't know what it's called anymore. But yeah, they gave us that, and yeah, we'll just have to take that to the pharmacy, to get the meds. So right now, they noted there on the note that we have to like keep a close eye on him, especially for when it comes to his eating. Tomorrow, I plan to um, like boil some beef and probably like not add anything to it, no salt, nothing like that, because I don't want to mess his stomach up. But if he eats a little bit of the meat, that would be good. He does not like, we've tried this for so long, he does not like wet food, cat wet food, and we've tried multiple brands, and yeah, he did not like them. So we just, he's been on his dry food for forever now, since he was a kitten. We got him as a kitten from a humane society. Um, and yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna make some beef and cook it to the point where it's super soft for him, because I know it's gonna be painful for him to eat. And then, the broth of that beef, we're gonna like put it onto his dry food, and to make the dry food a little bit softer, and see if he eats that. And again, he's on pain medication right now, so he should be eating, hopefully. Um, and if he does not eat, we're gonna have to, you know, consider other ways to deal with that, because we don't want to torture our cat. Um, so yeah, if he does stop eating, obviously that's not good, because he could, develop a fatty liver disease. So yeah, it's not good. Um, But yeah, that's pretty much the the event that happened today. I will post an update. Pretty much the update is like a self, like to fulfill my self need, like, you know, because again, I don't know how much time we have left with Shadow. um yeah, so yeah, that is the update. To those who have followed Shadow, I know I haven't really properly introduced him to you guys, because I just, like, you know, upload shorts of his silliness. But yeah, I will I will make another video, like, um the backstory of Shadow, like, you know, like his personality. um his this is probably gonna sound biased, and I understand I'm probably saying this very biased too, because he is my cat, he's my baby boy, but he is the sweetest cat um I've ever had. And he's got a really nice personality. He used to act like a dog. He would, like, fetch his favorite frog. He's been with us for a long time. He traveled with us. He, yeah, he's like my only son. So, you know, um, yeah, we've had him for forever, ever since he was a kitten. And yeah, he was my companion when my husband was away for work. And yeah, like, I guess you can't prepare yourself for, you know, when these things happen, even though, you know, you're like kind of like aware because your cat is aging, and, you know, everybody essentially goes to another world. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully he starts eating. That's pretty much what we're hoping right now. The lump is pretty big. Like, it changed the shape of his face, actually, because he does have a he's categorized as a short hair domesticated cat, but he's got this, like, soft fur that can grow a little long, especially during winter, like his winter coat. So sometimes, depending on, like, how you look at him, you don't always notice it. Because, like, I was trying to take a picture of it earlier, and yeah, but right now he is so high, like, his medication is still kicking in, or yeah, it's making him droopy and silly. Yeah, he just wants to be petted, and then a few seconds later he wants to be alone. So yeah, yeah, that is the end of this video for today. I'll update tomorrow. So bye.